Okay, is everyone back? Hello. Okay, so we are missing there. Mauricio is back. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my screen and continue with the exercise, okay? So in this case, now we have a writing exercise, say 1 level, a report on a research study. So we're going to learn how to write a report on a research study for your company, okay? Again, before we read any text, we're gonna do a preparation task and match the vocabulary with a definition, okay? So let's see, number 1, any volunteers?
I can do it, teacher.
Okay, a correlation.
A correlation is a relationship between two things where if one changes, the other one does too.
Okay, so you say is what letter? I'm sorry.
H.
H. Okay, I'm gonna do this really fast. Okay, employee retention. Audrey.
Number D, the letter D, the ability of a company to success. No, mentira.
Yes.
E, D.
Okay. D. The ability of a company to satisfy and keep its employees. Mauricio, a focus group.
A focus group is a research study with a small group of people who are invited to give their opinions about something.
Okay, A, that's correct.
Yes, A.
Writer, the principal objective. Writer.
Sorry, teacher. Sorry. The principal objective, the primary or main goal.
Correct. Okay. Joe, employee turnover. Joanna, can you hear me?
Just a check.
Turnover.
Okay, and the rate at which employers levels a company, A?
Yes, that's correct. Okay. Engagement. Camila?
Engagement. The feeling of being involved in an activity or motivated to do it.
Yes, that would be B, right? 7, Audrey?
F, teacher. The people who
Participants.
participate.
Okay. And of course, the last one, the majority of those surveyed, most of the people who responded to a survey, yes, of course. Okay. So now let's get into the text. Report on staff engagement and Herox Foods. And we have an introduction. And let's read. Okay. So let's see. Mauricio, can you help us with the intro?
At Xerox Foods, we are experiencing an annual employee turnover of about 12%. Although this might not seem high as at first glance, the industry standard is 7%. The principal objective of this report is to investigate the causes of employee engagement within the firm and based on those offer recommendations to improve the employee's experience of the workplace and increase employee retention.
Okay, thank you, Mauricio. Let's go to the next part. Audrey, research methods.
Research methods. This study was conducted with other
Conducted
500 conducted with other 500 employees of Xerox Foods between March and August 2018, with the aim of understanding their experience and expectations of the workplace. The study covered the 80 branch of Xerox Foods located in 20 European countries, in addition to the 500 questionnaires filled
filled out
by Xerox employees. 120 also participate in 10 separate focus groups where participants took part in discussions about their levels of engagement in Xerox and their hopes for the future.
Okay, good. Key research findings. Okay, writer.
The top reason for employee
Engagement.
disengagement given by 35% of those surveyed is the lack of challenging work, followed by having too many working hours, 34%. 43% of those surveyed say that the top reason for employees quitting their jobs was a lack of recognition, while 31% stated that it was due to bad management. Management. There was no correlation between salaries and level of employee engagement.
Okay, thank you, writer. Let's see. Mauricio.
Seventy, 47%. 47% is state that their levels of engagement would improve if they feel more ownership of their work. 45% wanted more flexible both in terms of working hours and locations. 42% were keen to see the company investing more in their career development. 59% felt that their commitment to the company would improve if they were given training opportunities to improve their business skills. 64% rated social and cross-cultural intelligence as the most important skill needed in the workplace.
Okay, 41% of respondents felt that there should be increased transparency in company communications, as this would lead to increased trust. Uh-oh. Give me just a second. Okay. Where was I? I lost track. Increased trust and more informed decision making. Okay. Good. Camila, would you go for the recommendations part?
On the basis of these findings, we recommend that Xerox Foods adopt a more people-oriented management style. As part of this, we should explore ways of offering more flexible working hours to our employees and consider how we can enable employees to work from their chosen locations. Managers need to consider a variety of ways to challenge our staff and provide more positive reinforcement and recognition of the work they do, increased investment in professional development, especially in the area of social and intercultural communication, could also contribute to creating a positive environment for employees to produce their best work.
Okay, thank you, Camila. And we have some tips. Number one, organize your report in sections and give each section a heading. Number two, Joanna.
The wording of the heading may differ. For example, you could title the third section finding or main finding. However, the structure of our report is generally the same.
Continue.
Okay. A description of the background, situation, and purpose of the report, details of how the study was conducted, the main finding, recommendation based of those findings.
Okay, thank you. And another tip is to state practical details such as where the research was conducted, how many people participated, and which methods were used. For example, questionnaires, focus groups, interviews, etc. Okay, 4. Mauricio?
Use bullet points where appropriate to present points clearly.
Okay. Audrey?
Provide statistics or evidence to back up your claims.
Camila?
Use an impersonal style of writing in order to sound objective. Using the passive voice helps to do this. Avoid using the pronoun, but we is sometimes used.
Writer?
Support your recommendations by explaining the benefits they would bring. Alternatively, warn what may happen if the recommendations are not implemented.
Okay, thank you. So now, that being said, let's go into some questions. Are the sentences true or false? Number 1, Mauricio.
Every month, 12% of Xerox employees quit. True.
False. 2, Camila.
The study was conducted using 3 methods: questionnaires, focus groups, and individual interviews. I think that is true. Or
False. 3, Audrey.
The main reason employees quit is that they feel that their work goes unrecognized. True?
It's true. Writer, 4.
The study found that the more employees were paid, the more engaged they were. False, teacher.
That's correct. 5, Joanna.
Gyrox needed to adopt a strict and more rigid management style.
Style.
True.
Style. False.
Ah,
6, Mauricio.
To improve engagement, Xerox should provide employees with options for more flexible working, make them feel appreciated for the work they do, and offer more training. True.
Yes, that's true. Okay. It was not an easy exercise, guys. I know. Okay. It was not. There was a lot of statistical information and facts. Okay, now let's go to the second part. Put the tips in the correct groups. Do. What do we put in do? Anybody? For example,
Of how the data were collected.
okay. So I'm gonna circle them, okay? So this one is a do. State details of how the data was collected, okay? That's a do. What else?
Give headings for sections.
Okay. Give headings for sections. Okay, what else?
Structure background.
I'm sorry, I could not hear you.
Structure background, finding recommendations.
Okay, structured background, findings, and recommendations, correct. And what about don'ts? Okay, yes, writer?
For do, use bullet points.
Okay. And what about don'ts?
Write in an informal style.
Okay, what else?
Use the pronouns I, me, or mine.
Okay. And what about this one? State the purpose of your report. That's a do or don't?
Don't.
Ooh. This is a do. State the purpose of your report. Okay. All right, guys. I guess we are out of time. I will give you this exercise so that you can complete it. But it was fun. A lot of reading, right? But I guess we practiced a little bit what we discussed during our lesson. And before you go, don't forget to answer the survey. I'm going to launch the survey. Yes, there. Please complete it. I will also send you instructions for the next paper, narrative essay, okay? Which is going to be due it'll be due Friday, guys, okay? Your narrative essay will be due on Friday. And it's why Friday? Because it's an easy essay, guys. Come on. Because we have a final paper, which is going to be due on next week. So yes, we almost finished with this module. And any questions before we go, guys?
Teacher, in this case, the narrative essay, it can be about any subject.
Yes, it'll be again about any subject. Remember, the first one, yes, I assigned you the topic. Many people did not follow that instruction, but for the narrative essay, yes, you can write it about anything you want. I will give you the instructions, okay?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Any questions, guys? If not, thank you so much. Have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
See you tomorrow, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye.